Oh, we're live. There we go. I'm looking down, Steve. You got to say we're live.
We're live.
We're
Yeah, you say so, man.
live.
Sorry, buddy. I was, to be
But
fair, I was messing around with
yeah,
closing down
you're
YouTube
doing
on my
stuff.
laptop.
I'm doing
Yeah,
stuff.
because the last time
Yeah.
I didn't shut down YouTube on the laptop. I just have it on the iPad. It then started feeding the
Yeah.
audio through, and it was weird. So yeah. No, I'll close it down now. Right. Well, hello everyone. Hi.
Yeah.
Caught us both
Where's
on the
that?
hop there.
Where's that image that you sent?
It's there. That's the last one in the shared folder. Anyway,
Oh,
hi guys.
dummy.
Hi everyone.
Dummy. I'm like, you put it in there. I thought you texted it to me, so I'm looking in the.
No, man, I dropped it into the shared one, and then I think it dropped
Yeah.
up onto you. So, yeah, man. So,
Yeah.
how's your last 24 hours been, Deej?
Good. Very good. Very good. It's raining here now, so I got home early from work and watched them. I'm rushing around all day, but then, of course, sitting down. It's nothing ever goes as planned. You know, you're like, oh, it'll be a nice relaxing day. I'll sit down early. Nope, not how it works.
Yeah, man.
Not
it's all right.
how
Well,
it works.
check you out showing off about getting things like rain. We haven't had rain in this part of England for over a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There are parts of the UK that are now officially in drought.
Oh, wow.
Which is absolutely, there are hose pipe bans all over the place. And as I say, yeah, parts of the UK are now officially in drought. So we may have a little bit of a sprinkling of rain, maybe at the weekend, but it ain't, otherwise it's warm as far as the forecast goes. And it has been for weeks. So, in the garden, in the kind of in the, like on the lawn, there are big fissures, cracks in the earth where it's drying up so much. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, wow.
So rain would be nice. And then, of course, being English, we'll then moan about the rain, but it's fine.
Well, yeah, that's part of the gig, right? You just get to complain and
very
complain
British.
about, oh man, we don't get it. We need rain and it rains. Oh man,
too
it's
much.
gonna rain on us. It's like you can't win.
No, hell no. Alrighty, so just sorted that out. So Dom has been on a 9-hour drive today. Our friend en France. Dom, 9-hour drive. He dropped into the chat and said, "I'm just nearly finishing a 9-hour drive." Now, of course, as we all know, 9 hours to Americans is just popping out to get some milk. But to every other sane person, 9 hours is a long drive.
Yeah.
But Dom's cool, as we know. All right, that's kind of a default.
Yeah.
We just know he's cool, and we spoke to him a number of times. And he's awesome. But on the way home, he decided to stop off in Lyon, in France, and he did just tweet me some more pictures. But we won't. Those are just thing ones. There's a museum of sort of science and art, or cinema and art. I think that's what it was called. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's get it right. I'll look it up. He did send it to me a second ago. I want to make sure I get it right because it's it's a very cool place. Right. Let's see, what did he say? It is called So the Le Musée du Cinéma et Miniature. So the Museum of Cinema and Miniatures.
I was going to say, you going to translate that for me?
Yeah, well, we. And it's in Lyon anyway, and they've got cool stuff. But they've got C-3PO. They've got the Batmobile, by the way, from Batman 1989. Full size, all this cool stuff. But one particular picture that Dom thought he would send me, and he DM'd it, and I had to then share it with you and indeed everybody. And that is, Deej, chuck that bad boy up.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, right, we have. Oh, yeah, they had us at Railguns.
Yeah, that's the shirt I have on too.
Yeah, did you wash it after last night?
Nope. Still smelling great. Yeah, slept in it. Yeah. It's it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. So we have a railgun from Eraser, and I zoomed in because he obviously sent the picture, and it talks. There's a French text at the top, and underneath there it's in English. And it talks about how the guns had lights on them to then reflect the laser effects, and that's kind of how they did it. But yes, there it is in the flesh. Very cool indeed. And that then, Deej, though, got me thinking, as I am wont to do. By the way, is that a lawgiver on the right from Judge Dredd? Just looking at that
on the right side over here.
Yeah, just above the logo. I think that's a lawgiver.
Yeah, could be.
It looks like it, doesn't it? I think that might be. Now, but I would assume from Judge Dredd, not Dredd.
What do you think? What do you think is below that?
Well, because that looks generic, doesn't it?
But it's not. It's got to be something. I mean, there's ones in movies that could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I maybe Black Hawk Down or
something.
Yeah.
American
Sniper.
Yeah,
could have been something like that. Yeah, there's no clue in the pictures there. I think.
What about the Will Smith one?
Gemini Man.
Gemini Man. Yeah.
Actually, Deej, that's something that's gone. When was the last time someone mentioned HFR?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, that seems to have gone the way of 3D, doesn't it? No one's talking HFR.
No, we did with Avatar. Didn't he shoot that in HFR?
Yeah, but that was December.
Well, then that's 6 months ago. That was the last time we talked about it.
No one was really talking about it then of any kind of real consequence. That just seems to have, gone. That's just sort of quietly been dropped in support of IMAX, it would seem to me, because that's now everywhere.
Well, it's but anyway, the latest and greatest.
No, yes, indeed. Yes, well, quite. But that could be Gemini Man, actually, because it does look like the scope from that, doesn't it? I wonder if Dom can tell us. He did drop in, but I think he's driving. So do be careful, Dom. Don't get pulled over for us, mate. It's a long way for this defense lawyer to travel. That's all I'm saying. If you get busted for using your phone whilst driving. But yeah, so this got me thinking then, Deej. Right, now, I asked you a few weeks back about the coolest piece of memorabilia you own. Okay, we had the Terminator arm and obviously the jersey. Okay,
and the rock and my rock thermal detonator.
And obvious. I mean, that's the winner. That was the right answer. What is the coolest piece of memorabilia you've ever seen? It doesn't have to be memorabilia as in, it's a replica. I mean, it can be originals. It can be anything. What's the coolest single thing you've seen that was just like, oh man, that's amazing. Oh. And again, anyone in the chat, by the way,
I can't even think.
I know Hollywood or whatever, and you've seen it. Doesn't have to. You don't have to sort of put it on or anything. What do we think?
Coolest memorabilia.
Yeah. And I mean, it could be sporting as well. It doesn't have to be, movies.
It's like I can't even remember. Like I know I've seen some stuff and been like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" Like I think two people I think of, John and Nelson, and their stuff, their memorabilia that they have, like John's Star Wars collection that he has, and then Nelson, he has quite the collection. I don't remember exactly what it is. I just remember being like, oh. Like he has, I mean, Nelson's got a lot of like really interesting stuff. And having seen it in person, like I said, I can't think of, it was so much stuff. I can't think of anything in particular. I remember some stuff that like in his theater's current place, it's like, it's really cool. You go into it. You go down the stairs, and now he has a fish tank there, but there was Star Wars stuff, and there was a collection there. And then you go into his you go down this little hall. He's got the marquee poster. Then you go into his theater, and then there's a door off the side of his theater, and that's his office. And you wouldn't even know it's there, right? It's so cool. But even in his office, he's got, look at this collection I got. Look at this collection I got. He's got so much cool stuff. Yeah, I can't even think of stuff. Like I've seen, like a full-size stormtrooper, that's cool. Stuff like that. I think for me, it's like, I thought you were going to go like my bucket list, what I'm looking, what I would like.
Well, yeah, I mean, that'll do. Yeah, go on.
Would be
what
like,
would you want to see?
It could be anything like that. It could be like a full-size Terminator or an full-size Iron Man, full-size anything like that. Like anything like that. And it's like,
yeah, man. I think in that it's Skywalker Ranch's museum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you've got the half-completed Death Star from Return of the Jedi. That picture of Lucas in stood in front of all the models and the maquettes and all that, and there's the giant half-completed Death Star maquette, behind him and all that.
That picture you just added.
I'm going to show that. I should tell you that. Yeah. I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah.
Do you want me to pull that? Get it ready.
Can I do it in a sec? Yeah, get it ready because what I'm in the middle of that one, and it's going to appall you.
Oh my god.
So I was just looking to see. I've got so that'll do for now. We'll come on to that in a minute. So okay, so so in the chat though, we've got Jay Van Gool says he saw the car from iRobot. By the way, that's an original. That is the Armor, by the way. You should hopefully recognize it. So Van Gool says, I saw a car from iRobot and didn't know if I was coming or going.
I actually, I worked on, I think I told you this before. I worked on the Batmobile, Batman 89 Batmobile.
Did you?
I worked on that. Yeah. At a car show, a World of Wheels show in Boston. It was there, and the company I was working for, doing what I do, painting bumpers, so that they had, there was a whole bunch of cars there that needed to be touched up and stuff, because in transport they get damaged and they want them like perfect. So I was the one that ended up going in. It was like a third shift gig too. I got there like 10 o'clock at night, worked till like 4 a.m, and put my compressor on a little dolly and had to wheel around the whole show doing different things. And one of them was the Batmobile. And they had it like, it was the front end of it. They damaged it pulling it in because it was so low.
So who got fired for that?
But it was pretty cool. And this was all before like the iPhone and everything. So I didn't have a camera on me or anything, but I worked on the Batman 89 Batmobile.
That's the answer, surely. Yeah. That's a great answer.
It's like, what's the coolest thing you've ever seen? Well, everybody's seen the Batmobile, so it's like, I've seen it.
I haven't seen it in the flesh.
But I worked on. Oh, really? No, I worked on it. I mean, they didn't let me drive it, but I worked on it.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Briggs. We really do need to get to.
So you tell me what's cooler. I worked on that and Manny Ramirez, if you know who he is, a baseball player for the Red Sox.
Worked on him as well.
He damaged it. They did same damage. He never lived here. He was here for like 8 years or something like that, and he never had a house. He lived at the Ritz-Carlton. and the valets or whatever damaged his car.
Oh, and, no.
Yeah, they called me and they're like, you got to do this. All right. But,
well, Scruffy might have this one. And he says, a friend growing up, his dad was the glove maker for the Freddy Krueger glove.
Oh,
it was on his nightstand for years. Imagine staying over at that place and you wake up in the night and then there's the Freddy glove right next to the bed.
My cousin's a silversmith.
Okay.
My cousin's a silversmith, and you know what the Lombardi Trophy is for the NFL? He doesn't make the Lombardi Trophy, but for the Patriots, he makes replicas for them. And it looks, the only difference between what he makes and the actual Lombardi Trophy is the actual Lombardi Trophy is solid. The one he makes is hollow, but it looks just, and you don't get to keep the Lombardi Trophy. It gets given out every year. So he gets commissioned by Kraft at first, and then any players or anybody that wants one, and he makes, and he has like all the Lombardi trophies on his mantle for the Patriots, which is really cool because you're going, you're like, what the hell? Because it looks like they are the real Lombardi Trophy. It's basically he's doing the same thing. I think Tiffany's makes the original one. If I remember right, it makes the original. It's something like that.
That is
so
cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. That's kind of cool too. But
nice. Well, my one was the trip, which I have mentioned before in terms of now I saw it all in one go because we got I think I've said before. So when I worked at a video game store back in the 90s, we became friends with the 20th Century Fox rep. And he was really good as gold. For some reason, he really liked us. I don't know why, but he really did. And we got invited to go to Elstree Studios, where they were shooting Eyes Wide Shut at the time. Cruise was on set, not that we saw him, but he was there. And there was a company called Weird and Wonderful, which was a prop house. And we got to just go for the day and just poke around there. And as we walked in, there were like racks and racks and racks of stuff. And we were doing what you normally do, which is if we didn't really know what we were doing. So we were just kind of looking into little boxes and stuff. And they were like, no, don't do that. Bring it out. Get photos. Come on, bring it all out. It's all good. And on the ceiling, as we walked in, there were loads of chains. And hanging from those chains were bodies. And they were all from Event Horizon, which immediately excited me. But also they had a big chest, like a heavy metal chest. And it was there. And one of the guys would go, oh, look in there. Now, this would have been about 97. Yeah. And he goes, "Oh, look in there." And I opened up this chest, and in there was what I'm wearing in the picture that you're about to put up. That is the Stallone armor from Judge Dredd. That's the lawgiver. That's the armor. That's the helmet. And that's the hero stuff from the movie. And next to that's one of the guards. That's what the guy on the left. Obviously, there's the bloody Mars Attack stuff, but on the left is one of the guards from the movie as well. And those are the big heavy guns and stuff they've got there.
What was the Mars Attacks one made out of a paper bag?
Yeah, it was just a stupid one because they had some.
Because it was a popsicle stick he's holding to hold it up.
Yeah, no, it's just like crazy, isn't it?
So
but if you look to the left of that image, next to the guy's elbow, see that grey thing there?
Yeah,
that's a full model of the Battlestar Galactica.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's right there. I've got a picture somewhere of one of them riding it. But that's the thing, and we dressed as stormtroopers. I've got loads of pictures on here that were sent to me about all that, and they had in the background there is the jet from Tomorrow Never Dies, the fuselage from that, and all that kind of stuff. And we spent the whole afternoon trying on stormtrooper outfits and messing about. And there is another picture I've got on there, but it's not a great photo. Which is we also found a box of sugar glass bottles. You know, the ones they use in bar fights and that kind of thing. You know,
yeah.
So we found this box and I opened it up and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And again, the guy that ran it's like, oh, bring it out. And before my friend knew what hit him,
oh no,
I just grabbed this bottle, just smashed it over the back of his head, and someone took a photo of it. I've got a picture of it, just crack it over his head.
Oh my god,
very funny.
It would have been so funny if it was like, that's not the
it's a real one. That's my lunch.
He's just cracking over his head. Like, I thought it was a movie prop. No, that's my lunch jacket.
That's how my glittering legal career ended.
That's so good.
But that was such a cool date. I've got to say, man, the Weird and Wonderful, it was called Weird and Wonderful Creations. And they were also at the time, they just delivered a load of stuff to Leavesden Studios because they were shooting episode 1 and they were talking about what they'd seen, and we were like, what? We were like, oh yeah. And they're like, what do you want to know? And they were describing the sets, the landing bits from Coruscant where they land at the beginning and they're welcomed by the thing. They were describing that perfectly, so they really had been on the set.
Did you meet a young John Thompson?
Yeah. No, he was arguing with someone out the front.
Yeah,
you know, there was no social media. He was just arguing in the street.
Yeah.
Now, IMAX, we haven't got it yet, right? But when we do get it, it's gonna be huge.
I'm telling you. Oh,
I mean, the funny thing is, Deej, they were shooting Eyes Wide Shut, and he did work with Kubrick around that time, so he might have been there.
Oh yeah,
for all I know, he could well have been.
Yeah.
But also in that shot there, of course, I've got the helmet on, so you can't see that that time I had hair.
You had hair, yeah. Dead ringer. I could tell it's you. The smile, and everything. Yeah, that's funny.
But you've got that's Stallone's armor, Deej. I know it gives you hives when you think of Stallone in that movie.
Oh my god.
Man, it was such a fun afternoon though. It was.
I am intrigued though. I gotta tell you, I am intrigued.
Try it again.
Yeah, from somebody mentioned it in the chat. What, a few weeks ago?
Yeah, a few weeks back, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's like, let me see what it is on. Even the poster of it makes me sick. Oh God. Amanda Sante. Oh my God, that's right too.
Yes. Yeah. The APU.
Diane Lane, Rob Schneider. Wow, you gotta see that.
Yeah.
Did he get an Oscar for that year?
No. I actually did he not get a Razzie nomination for that? I think he did.
Schneider?
Yeah, he did. I think he did, and I think the movie got Worst Picture. I think it did. 95, wasn't it?
I love Rob Schneider. It was so funny, but oh my God.
But that was a fun day. That was, and they had some stuff from The Borrowers. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's a movie with people that are shrunk and miniaturized, and they've got a giant. They had a 6-foot dog poo, and you could sit on it and get a picture taken of that. It's this plastic thing and all this. But it was great. Prop houses are cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Judge Dredd. It's 1999 HD.
Oh, 99. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 1999. Okay.
As in the cost, not the year.
Yeah, it's a Disney. It's owned by Disney. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
Isn't
cost
it?
is $19.99. It's a 95 release.
Yeah.
It's owned by Disney. It says Studios Disney, so that's why it's $19.99. I don't cut a break on anything.
And that's 4K, or is that Blu-ray?
HD. Just HD.
You're going to see it again. You're going to want to see it 4K.
Is it out
surely.
in 4K?
Well, if it ever comes out in 4K. See Fred? Say, hey, Fred. Fred says, Steve was the law in the 90s. I am the law.
I am the law. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Well, yeah, Stallone was the law. He was the cure. I mean, you're the disease. I'm the cure. I mean, he was it all, you know.
Send a maniac to catch a maniac.
He played Rocky. Speaking of which, have you seen that trailer?
But he only made 4 good films. Only 4 good films, apparently, according to Seth Rogen.
Yeah. It's so funny.
No, I haven't seen that trailer. I haven't.
Oh,
is it good?
God. It's my only fear is that trailer I've seen so many times. It's like, if you ever have like a down moment in the day, just put that trailer on. You'll just be like, oh, you'll want to run through a wall and just like you get choked up seeing it. My biggest fear is the trailer's the best part. Like when you see a trailer that good, you're like, the movie.
But when you say trailer, Deej, are you talking about I Am Rocky, or are you talking
the
about
movie I Am Rocky that's coming out? I Am Rocky.
Wouldn't you rather just see Rocky?
That's the point of it, though. And I've seen some feedback of people that are so. I gotta control myself. Regardless, I've seen some feedback of people going, "Well, it looks like you just copied. Like it's Rocky." Like it's just that's the point. They're showing like his inspiration for writing Rocky was his life, and he just put it into a boxer, right, and wrote it. It's like there's scenes in it where like the woman that he's with at the time is playing like Adrian, like Talia Shire, like playing the role, like just do it, do this, do that, you know, and inspiring him, like, you know. And there's a line in like, you want to do it? He's like, write yourself a great movie and give yourself the best part. Okay. So he does that. And they bookend all of these shots with him playing Stallone in the movie. And then, and it looks good. I mean, he does a good job. It's like, I heard one person say a criticism, like maybe it could get old, like a 2-hour movie of somebody impersonating Stallone is going to be
still alive as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's
but
kind
it's
of weird.
So
you
good.
Hear the real guy. You know?
Yeah, but it's so good because it's like they say, like, we all know the story. It's in the trailer, but we all know the story. Like, he wanted this movie made and he wanted to play Rocky. And they're like, the studios, I think Jeff Bridges plays one of the studio execs. He's like, yeah, just give him like 25 grand because they wanted they wanted it. And they're like, no. And he goes, all right, 50. And they just keep going. It's like 75, 200. And then you hear Stallone say, like, you could give me $1 million. You could give me 10. I play Rocky. And that's the line. And it's like, I got to do it. And then there was a really, really cool, and you got to hear them act it out. And really, it's like, he goes, I wrote this. This is like me. He goes, if I can't live up to that, what am I doing? And it's just so like inspiring. But then you also hear recently, it's probably because of this, it's starting to make the rounds on social media, is, you know, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck did the same thing.
Good Will Hunting,
They couldn't get a role. Did you know the movie that inspired them?
It was. I do.
Role, I should say. It was Edward Norton.
Oh, Primal Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they went for the role, didn't they? They went
for the role, and then it was them not getting it, and then seeing what Edward Norton did, and they were like, "We're never going to get that. They're not going to give that to a nobody, right? We've got to do this ourselves." And it's like, it's stuff like that just like it's just so cool, and it's like to bring that back around to home theater. That's us. Like we're not getting this. I just got to build it. I can't get a Kaleidoscape. I'm going to build it out of Plex. Before Plex existed, people were trying to do it, right? Before Kaleidoscape existed, people were trying to do it. And it's like, I can't do it. I'm going to build it myself, right? And that's how we get all the great things. That's how Kaleidoscape came to be. It was like somebody doing the same thing. It's like, same with SVS. It's like, I can't get a subwoofer. I'll do it this way. We'll undercut Velodyne and all the. It's like all of that stuff is what inspires all of this. It's awesome.
Supplemental question then, Deej. Who's playing us in the biopic then of us? The Bright Side Theater story.
I
Who's
am
playing
DJ.
I play DJ.
I play DJ.
Who's playing you in the movie, Deej? Come on, who's playing you? Let's assume we're old and grey and we can't do it. I'm not grey. I'm still bald. So who's playing us in the movies then, chat?
I'm going to say, for me personally, I'm going. I'm
DJ
going,
is played by
old DJ. I'm thinking I'm going Denzel Washington.
I see that. Look, in a world that Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking
exactly. I'm like, I got to do it. I mean, he knows no bounds, right? I mean, he can play anybody. He's a great actor.
He's a comedian.
Yeah. So
yeah,
there
we're
you
not
go.
casting me yet, Jordan.
Yeah. So who do we have? Who do we have for you? It can't. It can't be. It can't.
Which one of us is the silent one, blind guy?
John.
I mean, come on. Yeah. 37.
So unfortunately, the movie was made too late. It can't be James Tolkien playing you. He just passed away.
James Tolkien, who's that? Don't think I know him.
You don't? Yeah, you do. He
Do
just
I?
passed away. Ara texted me this morning. It's he was you'd know it when you saw it. I'll send you the link, but it's like he's the guy at the beginning of Top Gun. He's like, I can't believe I'm the one. I have to do this.
Oh man, yeah,
to.
we'll do that. Yeah, dude,
That's
Mr.
James
Strickland
Tolkien
from Back to the Future.
Yep. Yeah, his name was
I-
what was it? I call it what's his code name in Top Gun was Stinger. So it says Rest
Okay,
Easy
yeah.
Stinger. Yeah. That's he sent me the link. I'll send you I'll forward you the link that that Ira sent me. But yeah.
He was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
okay, I can do that. I'll have him. Yeah, that would have been all right.
I mean, it could have been him. He definitely could nail. He could act you. So it would have been James Tolkien and Denzel Washington.
I'm telling you now, the bright side story. I'm telling you
Bright
now.
side story.
Tagline: it's all about the experiences. The night
right.
they came home.
The sights, the sounds, the scenes. Yeah.
Surely
I could see them pitching it to Denzel now. You ever wanted to play a donkey in a basement?
Shouldn't that be Eddie Murphy then? If we're doing donkeys,
maybe. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's funny.
right. That's it. I'm there. Oh yeah, I'm thinking. Yes. Yeah, the Bright Side home theater story. They had us at railguns. Okay, it'd work. It'd work. That would be fine. We could do that.
They had us at railguns. That'd be
They
great.
had us at railguns. Ed Harris.
Ed Harris. For Steve.
Hey man, I'll take that, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
Tree of Liberty must be refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah. Right. There we go. Done. That's it. I think
All
we've
right.
cast it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Who would we get for John?
Oh man.
Who
Who we
he's
going
not
for? Who
here
we
to
going for?
pick.
Well, the thing is, we can't. Yeah, he can't pick himself. Yeah, true. But also, like what we would have cast 6 months ago, we can't cast now because you're just, two completely different.
Yeah.
He doesn't look anything like he did. Oh, who are we going for John? Someone relatively short, very funny.
He's
we
not
like
that
a lot.
short. He's not that short.
Isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're both taller. I think that's the thing. He's like roughly average, I would say.
Joe Pesci?
I picture Pesci shorter than John. I don't know why.
Okay,
John,
yeah, well, probably.
I mean, next to us, you're 6 feet, I'm 6 feet. Next to us, he looks a little bit shorter. But look at me standing with, you remember that picture from CD and me with, Travis and
Oh, well,
Brett
yeah.
and Todd. I'm like, I look like John. Like,
Yeah,
so-
Todd's a tall guy. Yeah, man. So's Paul, man. Paul hurt, man.
yeah,
He's tall
Paul
as well.
Stoll. Yep.
Go, Paul.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Paul, it has often been said I've got a face that launched 1,000 ships, but that was them trying to get away from me. So I'm just trying to.
Was that ships with a P?
No comment.
Hey, You can never accuse us of not having fun. I can tell you that
No,
right
man,
now.
no.
Oh,
I'm thinking it was a
God.
dodgy barbecue. All right,
Yeah.
it's not my fault.
Here we go.
Kevin.
We got Kevin Hart.
Hey, man, Kevin James. What the hell?
Oh, man.
All right, there we go.
So
All right,
funny.
okay. Enough of this foolishness, because somehow we're 35 minutes in, Deej.
Yeah, we're having too much fun.
Yeah, baby. Right, let's kick the tires.
Oh, God.
Light the fires. Let's do
All right. Almost hit end stream. This ain't good. We're off to a roaring start here. This is.
We are Brightside Beer.
Hey, home theater nerds. Welcome to the Bright Side Home Theater Podcast, a multi-award winning giving and receiving home theater podcast. It's
Whoa.
all about the experiences, the sights,
the sounds,
the scenes. Can I just say, Deej, Denzel would have got that right.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. Well, no, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
King Kong ain't got nothing on him.
All right. You want to do a take? I mean, it is movie making. I'm allowed a second take. No, it's been a while since I've tripped over my feet.
It has. It has, man. It has.
Been a
Okay,
while.
I
It's
think it's
bound
only
to
fair.
happen. And that wasn't that bad.
And okay, so lights, places, everybody.
Places, take
And
action. Makeup. Yeah, we can't save this. We don't have enough. We don't have enough makeup.
no, man, done.
Oh, that is so
Anyway, hello, how are you?
good. How you doing?
Yeah, people that are listening to the audio only are going to be like, "What the hell are they
The
talking
heck?
about?"
Oh, we had a warm up.
Got to go to YouTube, people. You got to
Go
go
to
to
YouTube. It's about 35 minutes of us just crying. It went, I wouldn't say south. It went sideways, I guess, right?
So yeah, sideways will do. We'll have that. We'll have that. Yeah, absolutely.
We started
some of
talking
those-
movie memorabilia with some photos and stuff, and then next thing you know, yeah, go check it out. It's,
We're casting ourselves in the
yeah,
movie.
it's Steve's being played by what's his name, Arnold from Different Strokes.
What you talking about, DJ? Oh man, we're gonna get into trouble. Right, okay, so moving on. Right,
yeah.
let me say hi to everyone in the chat because we've got some new people in, Deej.
Yeah,
So it's
oh,
always good
nice.
to say hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, awesome.
Nice.
All right, so who was first in? So Captain was first in, but he's let
Captain
himself
was
down
first
this
in.
week.
I
He
got
was.
Scruffy's the first in on my side over here. That I
Oh,
see.
okay, so we've
that
got
must have
Captain
been-
here, but he's
Yeah.
let himself down this week, Deej, because he's come up
Uh-oh.
with a far too easy a quote. And I thought these things
Oh,
smelled
God.
bad on the outside. I mean,
Yeah,
come
you should have
on.
said that a couple of weeks ago, but during
I mean, we-
4th of July.
Yeah. man. Oh, yeah. So anyway, so Captain's in. Hey, Captain. Steve At's in. Hey, Steve. Van Gool's in as well. Hey, Van Gool. And then, excuse me, Dom's in, as I said.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's.
I think
Oh
he is
yeah, wait a
still
minute. No,
driving.
I actually screwed that up.
Okay.
I screwed that up. I thought these smelled bad on the outside. I was thinking right off the top. I was thinking Independence Day when he punched it. He goes, "Oh, these stink." I don't know why I went there, but yeah, no, that's and then it just hit me when I read it again. I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, no, that's yeah."
Oh, man.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go, Captain. You stumped Deej. Right. There you go.
Yeah, I was too busy laughing. Take
Yeah,
take
man.
3.
Take three.
Yeah.
Actually, can we get Denzel in here, please?
Line, please, line.
Line, please.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher. Okay, thank you. Got it.
Done.
That's the one I always forgot. I was so embarrassed.
Ooh, oh yeah. I remember that. So Paul's in as well. Paul Hurt. Hey, Paul. Hey, buddy. And yeah, Kuzman's in as well. I think it's Marcus. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Paul F's in as well. Said he enjoyed listening to the show last night, even though he hasn't seen Odyssey yet. But was entertained the whole time, and I don't think we spoiled too much, so that's good news.
Nice.
Marcus Beeb's in as well. Hey, Marcus. Mike's in. Mike Piantanosi. Hey, buddy. And we know Blind Guy's in, Deej. Blind Guy. There you go. Excellent,
There we go.
excellent. Old school kung fu films in. Looking forward to this one as well. You should. Old school kung fu films. Oh, we got stuff for you. Scruffy's in. Hey, Scruffy. Rach is in. Hey, Rach. And Squirreled It. I mean, you tell me, Deej. Squirreled It. Yeah, says hello. Apologies if I'm getting that wrong.
Oh.
It does happen. So yeah, apologies if I did. Jordan's in. Hey, Fred. Fred's in, as we know.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred. He's in as well. And I did see who else was it? I saw someone else drop in. So Sig Judge listening for the first time live. Only just found you both in recent weeks. We've been here.
Yeah,
we're glad you came to us eventually. Yeah, we've been here. Well, good to have you along. Good to have you along.
Hiding right behind the ferns in the back. How'd you hear about us? That'd be cool to hear.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about us? Thanks for checking us out. The fact that he heard us a few weeks ago and he's still here.
Well, we'll soon show him the error.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Maybe, maybe not next week, but he's here now.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, how'd you hear about us?
Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah, let us know, man. Thanks. That's cool. And then Wild Book is in as well, saying, "What's up, peeps?" And while we're talking about hearing about us, because of course people tune in on Tuesdays thinking it's Tuesday or the audio.
Yeah.
There was a show yesterday that we did. The Odyssey. So if you didn't hear that and you want to do it, then go find it on YouTube. Well worth seeing.
And the audio only will be out shortly on that. What's this? Oh, wow. Okie dokie.
Do you want to read that?
No.
What he said.
Yeah.
That's right.
There we go. Wow, that sounded like I played it. It sounded dead on.
Hey, man, I do my best. My best.
Yep.
So there we go. So yes, it's been an awesome week as we have talked about
so far. Yeah.
So if you want to know what we thought of Odyssey, tune into last night's show, because that's what we're not going to talk about in detail. Although
we do have
had some feedback,
updates.
haven't you, Deej? Yeah.
We've had some feedback, and it made me realize, like, one of the things we don't do here is, like, we don't now you did actually, in a rare thing, you actually did give it like 2.5, just because you were trying to gauge try to explain your how you're taking this in because of the experience and everything, and hear the full thing in yesterday's show. But you said 2.5 stars out of 5. We hardly ever do that, right? Because it's like we do, not that other people don't do as many movies as us, but we just get into the experience, and it's hard to gauge them, because I feel that a lot of it, people have said it in the past, and I gave boxes of popcorn here and there, but a lot of the stuff has to do with like the moment, right? And when you step back from it later and you look at it and you go, oh, I didn't feel it. So we just get into the moment. It's about the sights, the sounds, the scenes, how it makes you react at the time. And I think our passion comes through week after week and show after show with, and literally movie after movie in each show. So trying to gauge that is really difficult. But in a case like yesterday, it was like I happened to see The Odyssey twice, and my second viewing wasn't as good. And the experience wasn't the same. And basically what I was saying is it's not the same experience as like the 70 millimeter IMAX, right? So that lent some people to think that it was like I didn't enjoy it. And it was like I didn't like it. And I did say, I'm like, look, I like Oppenheimer better.
Yeah.
But that's like saying, I said, I made the joke earlier today, I like king cut prime rib better than the queen cut prime rib. It's just what I mean? It's like, and I think this is my favorite movie of the year. And then I tried to think of another movie. I was like, I'm like, oh my God, Project Hail Mary is up there. 1A, 1B to me. I don't know, but to me, I think it's up there for Project Hail Mary is not going to win #1 spot for home theater experience. For me, The Odyssey is my #1 right now. I haven't heard it at home. I'm expecting that's what's going to happen because of
Yeah.
everything. I mean, Nolan's history, right, in audio. There's like, it's like next to impossible we're going to get a dud out of this, right? Project Hail Mary.
We understand, don't we? Can't say how or why, of course, but we understand
Right.
that the disc is going to be the definitive version of this movie.
Yes.
So he's not about to go, look how great it looks. I don't really care. Let's just have it in mono.
Yeah. Right.
It's going to be full bore.
His audio is legendary. It's
Yeah,
what
it
we
is.
compare. Like, we trying to explain to people that Atmos and DTSX isn't the be all end all, and we use Nolan's films as an example, right? And it's not about the codec; it's about the dynamics and what the sound designer does with those dynamics. And Nolan's films are just, like I said, legendary. So we're expecting that out of this, and so that's why I put that there. Project Hail Mary was a great movie for its reasons, but one of them was not the sound. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't legendary, right?
No, well, indeed. Yeah,
But-
yeah. And that's the word. I mean, it's legendary in terms of the story,
Yeah,
legendary in terms of the scope, and it'll be legendary in terms of the home theater.
yeah.
I mean, I
And
think
that-
we can
that-
safely say that.
Yeah. And that's like we said yesterday in the show, it's like, and we'll say it a bunch of times this year, it's like, to get to the number one spot for this show, for a movie to get there, it has to have all three aspects and use all three aspects in the storytelling. And this movie has it. This is my movie of the year. Yes, it's a step down when you go from 70 millimeter IMAX down to a standard. That's why I'm like begging you to try and see it, Steve. But at the same time, it's, I mean, and people are commenting, and it's, people are trying to bash it, and it just seems silly. But I don't want anybody to think that even your, analysis of it's not what people, I don't think that we didn't enjoy. Don't think that we don't think it's a good movie. It's, I mean, even you, Steve, are like, your experience hampered it, but you see the movie for what it is.
Well,
Right.
well quite. I mean, I kept saying, didn't I? I mean, I was beginning to bore myself, which was about this idea that I know I'm going to enjoy it a lot more at home. I know I will, and I know that because of Dunkirk and other movies that I didn't enjoy of Nolan's in the theater because I had an awful experience, and then watched it at home and loved it. And I know that the Odyssey will be that way. I'm absolutely convinced. So yeah, no, and I mean, and again, you're right. We don't give it scores. We don't do that. And the only reason I did that is because if I just said, that could mean anything. So 2.5 out of 5 was my kind of, middle
of the road.
But I am absolutely convinced it will be significantly more than that come the
Home
culmination
experience.
of it. Yeah. That's absolutely what I think. Just to go back slightly. So we've got an answer to the question we asked Seek Judge.
Oh, okay.
So he says how he'd heard about us. So he said, I've recently gone down the Kaleidoscape rabbit hole. Welcome to our world.
Okay.
After previously being an Apple TV only digital customer. Cool. That would have been a change then.
Wow.
And I think I found you due to the Strato K coverage. Currently planning my first dedicated home theater.
Nice.
Judge,
that's
welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna have to do a show. Gonna have to get you in here.
And he also says though, he then says, got to see Odyssey twice in IMAX 70 millimeter BFI and Science Museums. That's British Film Institute. Colors were incredible, but saw it in a regular cinema and preferred the framing.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Don't sleep on it. Go see it IMAX or not. Well, we certainly agree. Go see it IMAX or not. But I think we came down on but if you can.
Yeah,
IMAX,
it's one of those, to me, once in a lifetime things. It's like it's the way it was meant to be seen. Speaking of that, it's like I mentioned to you earlier today. It's like I thought it was funny. I'm like, people are like, why would Nolan do this? There's only 41 screens. Since yesterday when we were talking about this, when Oppenheimer came out, there were only 30 screens, and since Oppenheimer came out, they've made 11 more. There are 11 more IMAX 70 millimeter theaters. And one of the reasons that it's taking a while is because they don't make new projectors. They actually
they can't.
refurbish.
Yeah,
They can't.
yeah.
I think they could. They just have to
But
put
it's
it into
prohibitive,
production,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But right now they're just refurbishing and building these up. But as I said yesterday, if they made 11 since Oppenheimer, with the success of this, I don't see why they couldn't double that and like make 20 more to like what we said yesterday. Like there'd be 60 in a few years, right? 60 cinemas like this. So it's the popularity of these movies that drives them. It's like it's the market. Like if we like it, if you build it, they will come. Like when they show up, we'll build more. And I think that's what's going on here. And to the people that are like, this is wrong, it's like it's bad for the art, it's bad for this. It's like, well, if you want to see a Renoir, you have to find where that one Renoir is in the world. So this is art, no more or less than a painting or something like that. And I sent you that article, and somebody was saying that it was a really good write-up about it, and it said like stuff like because of streaming, everybody's exposed to everything, so they think that they should have everything. But then Nolan does this, and he makes it, you have to go to the theater again. And there was another quote on there. I wish I had it in front. I don't have it. I do have it. I don't want to belabor this anymore. But one of the things is like most artists work within the confines of their tools. Nolan tests the tools. And I thought that was awesome. And that's exactly what it is. So Cameron is the same way. Yeah, that's an artist. That's a true artist. Like you push the boundaries, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Rob Cohen, same thing. Rob Cohen did it like in Hurricane Heist of all movies, right? But it's like you push the boundaries of what you have available. You don't let your tools dictate your art. Lucas did it. Spielberg does it. They all did this. It's like they push. I don't care. It doesn't exist. We're doing this. And
necessity is the mother of invention.
Exactly. Yeah. So
yeah. Oh man.
So, yeah.
All right. Cool. No, nice. Okay. Just there was something else came through. So, okay. So we now have an answer to the what is that gun under the rail gun?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Jordan guessed it, and drum roll, please. Dom says,
"Oh wow,
it's the grenade launcher from the first Transformers movie." Oh, there you go.
Nice. All right.
Okay,
cool.
That's better than The Godfather. I hope that's what it says next to it, in the little English thing. That's what we're hoping for.
Exactly. Well, hey, do they have is The Godfather in Atmos? I'm not sure.
It should be.
It should be. Yeah, it should be.
Right. Okay. Shall we get to some experiences then, Deej? Because we do have quite a bit. Yeah. Sorry, Mike. Yeah.
Sorry, Michael. Did you really think we weren't going to? All right. What do you think? What's the show title? It's like I got them both queued up. It's like we have that.
Have you got a coin to flip?
No, I don't. I could
well,
pretend.
to be fair, let's do that one because there are at least two people in the chat that have mentioned it. Yeah.
This one here.
Let's do that because they're waiting with bated breath.
Okie dokie. Yeah, because
so
these two could be the whole show.
Easily.
So.
And yet might be.
Exactly. All right. Here and away we go.
All righty. Okay, so then, for those that have been waiting for this, this is The Furious, the new martial arts movie, which, but when I went to watch it, I had read was the best martial arts movie of the last 10 years. And when you think that within that time or near to that time, we've got the Raid 1 and 2, that's some high praise indeed. So now, Deej, what did you know about this film? Had you heard of it before I put it in there? Were you aware of it or not?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I was well aware of it. Aware of it.
Right,
I saw it. I saw it pop up on Kaleidoscape. I read about it. I'm like, the Kaleidoscape version, like, it just looked good. I just honestly, it's like from what I saw of it, and I was like, oh, I was intrigued by it. I can't say I knew a lot about it, but I did see it. I was aware of it. And then when I saw you do, and I was interested in getting it. It's it has the 4K, Dolby Vision, all of that. It is in DTS Master Audio 5.1, but it looked good, and it was from last year, 2025. I can't believe it slid by us like that. But
well, to be fair, it was heavily delayed here because it was literally only in the cinemas here about a month ago. So this is very, very recent here, and it had a extremely limited release to the point where the only place that was even showing it in the entire area was a little art house cinema in the middle of Bristol called the Watershed Cinema. But that's kind of, and it had a Q&A with one of the producers. You know, that's how small a release it had. And I wanted to go, but I couldn't go and see it, so I missed it. But then I was Jordan, because he is my release guru, told me that it was coming out on the 17th of July, and it was $9.99. This is the Apple TV Plus streamed version, but it's $9.99 to buy it in 4K, UHD, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, the whole works for $9.99, man, which I think is pretty damn good. And I was not about to wait for the disc. There is a disc coming, but it ain't here yet, so it's like I was not about to wait. And as I said, I saw this the same day I saw Odyssey. So what we have then is one of these new, really good kind of Indonesian infused modern tale martial arts movies like the Raid 1 and 2. You really do need to see the Raid 1 and 2, Deej. You've got the discs. You do need to see them ASAP.
I have the discs. They've all been updated. I've had them so long. I bought them because they weren't on Kaleidoscape. They're now on Kaleidoscape.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. You do need to see
I don't even need the discs anymore.
So this is what we get with this. So we have there two people. So one's it's cliche, but these things always are. So we have a father who's lost his daughter. We have a kind of a guy in search of his kind of wife, and the two of them come together because there's local gangsters who are involved in, stealing them and killing them and all this stuff. And they go on a rip-roaring rampage of revenge, and all hell then breaks loose. But what you get with these more modern Indonesian infused martial arts movies is longer takes, the camera nice and far back so you can see the prowess, the martial arts. And what I really like about these, and I did with the Raid and I do with this and a number of other ones, is it's different styles of fighting. You've got unusual kind of martial arts on display, and they are inherently cinematic. The camera just loves them. And they're also being done by people that are absolutely crazy. So they don't care that they throw themselves off a moving van or that they, chuck themselves onto a concrete floor all in one take. So these poor sods are doing it. And they don't seem to, they're happy to do that. And this is a brilliant example of this film. It's non-stop action. It's balls to the wall. There's one particular sequence, without spoiling anything, but, in a UFC cage where when one of our heroes finds himself in it, and this I did love, so that, finds himself in this cage and then finds he's got a hammer. It's just like, oh no.
Oh my God.
And then it's just whack.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just kind of wince. And there is a scene in the Raid 2 where one of the main antagonists does have two hammers. Oh yeah, she's got two of them. Claw hammers as well. Yeah. But when you see that in this, it's just like, oh my God. Oh, you're kind of wincing at it. And it's great. And all the way through it, it's good. And you get kind of 2-on-1s, and then you get 4-on-1 fights, and everyone's kind of moving around and fighting each other and all this stuff. And it's an absolute blast. I loved it. And actually, again, sorry, Mike Piantadosi, right? Odyssey talk again. Having sat through the Odyssey and then not enjoyed it because of the experience of having a, saucepan on my head and someone banging it for 3 hours with a hammer, to then go back to something like this, an old school story, nice and, an hour and 50, wasn't it? Something like that. But it's a relatively short in comparison, but a nice, straightforward story with loads of action, everything else. This was a very pleasant follow-up to that. So what did you think of the film, Deej? Before we talk about audio.
I really enjoyed it. I did. I think the opening, for people that haven't seen it, or if you're questioning it and it's on streaming or whatever, you'll be hooked in probably the first, 5-6 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Choreography. The choreography is something I would say, obviously you've seen a lot more of these films than I have, just judging by the Raid. I haven't seen anything like that choreography you saw in the opening scene. the speed,
Oh,
the
man,
the
yeah.
the like it wasn't slow
Athleticism.
down. It didn't even look like, they did have some scenes in this where they like it gets kind of funny, like they act silly, like wrestlers, like they shake their head, like like they
Yeah.
like that wouldn't happen in real life. They do a little bit of that, but this opening scene seemed very grounded, very real. Like it was fast, and there was a lot of movement, a lot of quick movements, a lot of good strikes. I mean, it was well done, and a lot of action, and like the home theater part of that too is it's a great demo.
Yeah.
And it's I just, and then from then on out, it's like the story of it, it's like it's really kind of like a Roland Emmerich type movie where it's like, okay, we want to make this martial arts movie, like what are we gonna do, how do we've got all these fights choreographed, let's write a story around that. And it's like, so they did. It's like, and that's really kind of what it is. But the story is pretty good too. Human trafficking type thing. It's topical. It's this, but yeah, it was the choreography though. I can honestly say if I've seen anything like it, I haven't seen it with this kind of volume in the movie either.
Yeah.
It's like you get a few fights here and there that are that good, but this is like throughout is, it was really, really well done.
The and what did you think of the archery?
Yeah, it's like, the archery was, I thought there was one scene where they it was actually pretty good, but I thought there was one scene I thought that they were going to do the whole like dodging it and stuff, and they
catch
didn't
the
really.
arrows.
Yeah, catch the arrows, and like,
You know
the
why,
third
though,
one
don't
in
you?
the teeth.
Because he didn't have great skills.
He possesses great skills. Yeah, they didn't possess great skills.
Deep cuts.
Ugh.
So okay, yeah. And I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it flew by. This is every bit as fun as I wanted it to be. I loved it. And yeah, the raid though, DJ, you really do. You know how I said make time for Hot Fuzz? Just see the raid.
Still haven't
It's
done
only
that
short.
either.
No, you did. You saw Hot Fuzz. Yes, you did.
I did. Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that
you did.
one.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the cop one. Yeah, you did see that.
Yeah,
with
okay.
with the
Oh, yeah,
home
yeah.
theater library.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this one, make time for the raid. DJ, genuinely, you'll be
movies
glad you
I've
did.
seen that I don't remember.
But honestly, make time for the raid. Even if you don't do the raid 2, although you should. But
Okay.
the raid is lean and mean. It's all action, and that'll
Yeah.
make you wince left, right, and center, man. It's proper job. Anyway, so this my version then in terms of the HT. Then, as I said, it is the stream, but it was the Apple stream for this. So again, 4K, UHD, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, Dolby, all the Dolbys. So picture-wise, it's a modern movie, digitally shot. It's detailed. It looks great. There's shots in nightclubs. There's shots in exteriors.
Vibrant, great black levels.
Yeah, no issues with that at all. I didn't notice anything that gave it away as a stream either. There was no macro blocking or noise or anything like that. It all looked rock solid, and I was looking. But now I will say the audio. Now I did have to goose this, but again, this is the stream, and I'm conscious of that. But I did have to go, 8-9 dB over what I normally do.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
That's a lot.
when I did that, you get the punching and the thumps, and you feel it comes
stream.
alive. Yeah. 100%. But once I did that, you do feel the punch, you do feel the thudding. That as these things hit, you feel that that nice kind of thick thud, bassy kind of strikes that you're feeling. And again, when the hammer is employed, it is like oh god,
Yeah, and it's an
like,
accurate thump too.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
not. Although, the one, the one that I thought, and now you're talking about the hand hammer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
just-
one that I thought was pretty accurate, and it did make you wince. I think if they had overdone it, you would have been like taken out. You know what I mean? It would have made you go, okay, it's a movie. There was that particular scene early on in the back of the truck, and the big guy comes out with the big like Thor's hammer on a stick.
Yeah.
Where, it's basically a block of concrete on the end of like
metal
a bow.
thing, yeah.
Right. And you're like, that wouldn't even work. And he's swinging this thing around like it's styrofoam, because it probably is. And he hits with it, and it's like, and and the thump that they put with that is like, it is like, yeah, that's movie theater thumping right there. It is like,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Over the top, of course. It's like,
Yeah, but it's meant to be. This is kind of its thing, but it certainly has the impact of, you feel like this is a fight. Also, by the way, him, don't know if you felt this, I know I did, him running along the street after the van in bare feet.
Yeah.
That was like, oh no. Oh, just like, I can't watch.
Yeah.
Just because you could feel what,
what I found from that is, and you're, well versed in martial arts yourself, most of what you do is barefoot. You build that up. The only reason he had a problem with it was the glass. Was the glass, and it's like, I don't want to get into it fully, but I've built my feet up in the past. I used to jog and run barefoot, and it was like, you can do that if you build up to it, and anybody in like that versed in martial arts is probably built up for that. It's like, where he had the issue was the glass, and then then he had no issue, which I thought was funny. They had a little note, pay attention to this, and not really a spoiler, but early on they're like, in a restaurant, was it a restaurant? But he's underneath and he's like, where are your steel toes? And then that shows up later on, and that has a good thump to it too.
Yeah.
And they show it, and you're like, oh man.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's really good. Everybody in the chat that hasn't seen this, and if you've been wondering about it, I think Mike Piatosi was saying he was looking forward to it. Definitely see this. I mean, if you want to wait for disc, I get that. I couldn't wait because I was desperate to see this, so I was not about to wait, and I was ready to see it however I could see it. But I'll be picking up the disc day one, and I'll be watching it again.
The disc is great if it's
right,
based off of what I got on like Kaleidoscape, and like I said, Kaleidoscape has it in there. 4K, they have all the visuals, so 4K cinematic with Dolby Vision, HDR10, all that. But the audio is DTS Master Audio 5.1, and it is really good. Upmixed. I mean, it's, you get all the thumps, you get great dynamics, sweeps around the room with that choreography, like just I mean,
the arrows flying about as well.
Yeah.
The arrows zip all around, and the guns and everything else. And I
really
did, and again, special props for the 4-way fight, where instead of just 2-on-2, that 2-on-2 changes to depending on which two are doing what to the other two.
Yeah.
And I did love how they were all fighting one another.
A lot of stuff off, off screen dialogue, off screen fight. Good. A lot of good.
Really fun
audio
really
action
fun.
Around the room. Yeah.
Paul saying, so you can't buy the Raid in the US anymore. Wow, that's really strange, man. They did a US version of it. Whether it's out here, I can't remember what version I've got. It's the 4K edition, but I must admit, I can't remember if it's UK or US, to be honest. But it's very, very good. And people saying whether the Raid 1 or 2 is better. I prefer the Raid because I like it lean and mean.
Yeah.
The Raid 2 is a bit like The Godfather. They push it out to, the first one's like 89 minutes, lean and mean. It's dread, but with no weapons. Just hand to hand, basically. And then but the Raid 2 goes a bit Godfather, and it's 2 hours and 15, 2 hours 20. So it's an epic, but boy, oh boy, does it go crazy.
Yeah, it's the Raid Redemption, it's called.
Over there it is. It's just called the Raid here. And I think it's so that you don't confuse it with Fly Spray.
You fly spray, hairspray, you got all.
Hey man, hey.
This is the Raid from 1952.
That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. You didn't have to bring that up, buddy. Ricky Lake is 112 years old, I swear.
I'm so confused.
So man, I was. Great. Yeah, man. So this definitely 100% awesome. See it. However you see it, and prepare for awesomeness. This is great. I just want more of these. I just want these to keep coming. I love these movies. I love how they're doing them. I like the Indonesian kind of influence on them. I like that form of martial arts. I can't think of what the name of the martial art is that they do. I always forget what it's called. But it's great. And the guy that has got the bow and arrow in this, he is in the Raid and the Raid 2. He's also in, by the way, The Force Awakens. He's one of Kanja Club. Him and Tony
Oh.
Jaa are in The Force
Yeah.
Awakens. Yeah, they're in very
Okay.
briefly, but they are there.
Nice.
And that's because JJ didn't like the raid. So there you go.
Oh, there you
so
go.
yeah, there it is. There, trivia.
Nice.
Okay, so there we go. Right, come on. So moving ever onwards.
All moving on. Here we go. All right.
Oh, we've got
Um,
Jordan to thank for this one.
is it?
Yeah. I'd never heard of it till Jordan mentioned it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll have you bring this up first because I hadn't heard of it till you mentioned it.
Yeah.
And then we started. We'll get into it. So here we go. Yeah. Like, what am I doing here? All right. There we go. Boom, boom.
Okie dokie. This then is Hush. Yeah, Hush.
There we go. Yep.
On 4K UHD disc. Now, this is the Arrow release, as you can tell.
Poor
By the
blind
way,
guy's getting scared. Hush. I won't know what the hell's going on.
they say the
I
word.
can't see it and they're going to go quiet. What the heck?
Yeah, man, what's going on? So this, yeah, it's an Arrow release. Let me apologize for the dreadful photo. I'm just looking at that is terrible.
Yeah.
Moving menus, man.
I
It
didn't
did
even
not
know
stay
Angelina
still.
Jolie was in it.
Does look like her, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Look, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really does look like her. Yeah, I was thinking that during the film. A young Angelina Jolie. It really does. So yeah, this is from Mike Flanagan movie from 2016. And Jordan told me about this movie about 2-3 weeks ago, and he said, "Forgive me, Jordan, I'm paraphrasing. All right," but he said something like, "Oh, by the way, Hush is coming out on Monday, and I know that you imported the US disc, right?" And I'm like, "Never heard of Hush, and no, I haven't imported the disc," which I quickly said to him. And as soon as I saw the image, of there's the cover as a guy, with a knife and a mask in his hand and all this stuff, looking at a house in the woods, and so immediately I'm like, what is this? And then on to IMDb, and sure enough, 69 or 68, whatever it is, which for a horror film is high. And then I'm like, well, I will pick it up. So sure enough, I went and bought it. And yeah, 4K, Dolby Atmos on the discs, original Dolby Atmos, more about which in a minute. But this is an unusual one because what Arrow have done here is they've actually, well, bear with me, Steve Att says another Lone in the Woods slasher movie. kind of yes, kind of no. So what we get then is Arrow have gone all out on this. They really have. Whether this is because Mike Flanagan has just provided all this or the studio, whatever, I don't know. But they give us 2 separate 4K discs and 2 separate cuts of the movie. Careful how I say that. Cuts of the movie. So the first is Hush, which is the original in color, score, music, everything else. The alternate version is called Shush, which is in black and white and also is in Dolby Atmos, original Dolby Atmos, and 4K UHD and all that stuff as well, but without the score.
Yeah.
Now, I'm only now talking about Hush. I haven't had a chance to see Shush. I will do, but I haven't yet. So I can only talk about the first one. So I watched it that night. I mean, I went home, I put it in straight away. Because again, anyone that watches this show, listens to this show, knows you put a horror movie in front of me, you tell me it's had good reviews, and someone mentioned slasher movie, my life is put on hold while I watch the movie. Especially one that, is 10 years old and just passed me by. So I put this on. And what you get is a movie that is ostensibly, as Steve Att says, a Lone in the Woods slasher movie, but a film that deconstructs everything that is normally accepted. All the genre tropes are turned on their head in this movie. So, I mean, I'm careful about spoilers because I want people to see this, but, the idea of killer creeping in the woods and just sort of sticking his head around the wood, the tree, and then going back behind it, the stalk and slash. No. The sorry, guys, dry throat. You're going to see, the killer in the mask, and that's all you're going to see. Oh, no. The I'm going to, wander in whenever I want, and that's how it's going to be. Oh, no. The helpless final girl. Oh no. I mean, and everything about this movie is challenging and pushing at the genre tropes that people like me who love this stuff know only too well. And it's absolutely fantastic. And it's a short movie. It's like 82 minutes long, 89 minutes long. It's old school 80s length. Yeah, really short. But it tells a tale that is riveting. And I was never pushing at my suspension of disbelief was never wavered. I was never thinking, oh, that's nonsense, or that doesn't. Oh no. You know, it's all there. It all hangs together, makes sense. Motives are a bit iffy, but you don't need those.
Well, you don't need it. You don't know any, but it's like he's labeled as a serial killer, which they don't have motives. It's just what they do.
Yeah, it's just what they do.
Right. So that's basically it. I thought there was one particular scene that I was a little bit, it was a little less grounded. You think the one dodging the bolt. I thought that was a little bit weird, but
a little bit Matrix.
But it could have been coincidental. She's just, you know what I mean? So you don't know. It didn't take me out of the movie. I was like, oh, okay.
But it's just so riveting, so well done. And again, I mean, I'm wary of spoilers. I mean, Jordan's mentioned it in the chat, but our heroine in this is hearing impaired. And so that then throws up all kinds of dramatic possibilities. And the movie, I don't think ever cheats it. I think it's sensitive to it, uses that as a really interesting dramatic device, and never cheats. I think it sticks to it well. And I thought it was fascinating. I really did. I really enjoyed it. What did you think of the movie then, Digital? I must admit, I haven't asked you about what you thought of the movie. So even off air. So what did you think of the film?
This is a proper horror movie. This is like my type of, it's grounded. It's to that point, right? It's grounded. It's a horror movie. It's scary. It's like, this could be anybody, right? And it's, the setting is great. Realistic. She's actually, I don't know if they really allude to it other than in what the description is. She's a horror writer. And
she's certainly a writer. I'm not sure if it's horror, but she's a writer.
It's like one description I read said she was a horror writer, and then she was, but they use that, like her writing, and she's got a block, she's got writer's block. She can't get the ending, and they use that as part of the story that does pay off in a really fun way, if I could say that about a horror movie. It was very interesting and made it like it added to the story. Like just when you think that this is like just your typical, like, cabin in the woods horror movie or whatever, it's not. And it's like, it's more interesting than that, I should say.
Yeah.
I thought the mask was great. I thought that was really like creepy. His like what he's doing, just the stalker style, I thought was great. I thought her portrayal was fantastic. Jump scares throughout. Now I saw this I saw the Shush version. That's all Kaleidoscape has. And we haven't mentioned it here, but definitely head over to Base Hunters, AV Nirvana's Base Hunters, and Todd does a great breakdown of the bass in this movie, which we'll get to in a minute. But he saw the same version I did, the Shush version. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I haven't seen your version. I haven't seen the color version with score. I've seen black and white without score. And to me, that I know I haven't seen it, so I can't make an opinion, but without seeing it, I'm like, this to me seems like the definitive version because of the nature of the character being deaf. And it's like, so what I found interesting about it is like the protagonist is deaf. And when you take it and put it in black and white, it puts hyper focus on things like a deaf person would have. Right, they would have more visual hyper focus, which could lead to what I said seemed a little bit less grounded. Maybe she could do that. I don't know. But then where you eliminate the score, yes, she's deaf, but we are not. And the audio in this is bonkers. It is I honestly think the score is going to ruin it. Maybe I'll track down the other version, but when you see this without the score, and you see like the opening scene, and Todd plays a little bit of it in his Base Hunters. But that scene, it's like, remember we said a few weeks ago, horror movies, and like we might as well just segue right into the home theater experience here. But remember we were saying how like horror movies, they do a hyper focus on the audio, like a light switch goes on and you go dunk, and just the switch flipping go dunk. Or in the case of windshield wipers, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Carl, how you doing? Windshield wipers with a lot of bass in them. This is like it's all like a kitchen, the burner turning on. All of this is a whoosh. It is deep. It is impactful. And then the sound goes away, right? And then you have it, but it's all natural sound. It's like you're in the room. It's natural sounds in the room. But then they bring you in to what her world is, and it's all like feel, right? Like bass, like even a deaf person would be like, boom, you'd feel the punch, right? They try to emulate that a little bit for you, and it is awesome. It is awesome.
Well, I mean, so that happens, of course, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And there's a fun thing now. So this is the thing. We're both talking about the same movie and different cuts, because I've only seen Hush in Atmos and in, whereas
Get to that in a minute.
Shush. Well, quite. So
did you just tell me to shush?
Yeah. Shush. Yeah. Shush. Don't shush me. Yeah. And so you get.
You wouldn't say that to Denzel.
No, hell no. Don't blame it. Hell no. It's like King Kong ain't got nothing on him. So you've got I just love, it's my favorite quote of his. All right.
I know. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh God.
Right.
Only Denzel could say that.
Yeah, true. Yeah. He, so at the beginning of the movie, and this is worth warning people about if you haven't seen it, because I hadn't seen it, you get quite dramatic production logos.
Yeah.
Silent.
Yeah. I was like, is this thing on?
I skipped forward a chapter thinking, is it not? And then you can hear, oh, right. Okay. We're back. I was thinking something weird. So it starts off with absolute silence.
Did you now? Let me ask you though quickly. Do you don't listen at reference, right?
Not at zero. No.
Okay, I listen at reference. I think now I backed it up and listened again because I thought maybe it didn't start. I think they put some white noise in there because I listen at reference a lot, and most of the time I get nothing out of my speakers, and I got that slight little bit of a hiss.
Oh,
where
really?
where I typically don't. You wouldn't notice it, like if you know how you turn, like if your system, like your speakers aren't like, it's not, you'll get that if you go too far, you'll hear something. You will. All speakers do it, right? I typically don't hear that. And at first, if you're not listening for it, especially in a room like if not like mine, but it's a room I'm in all the time. So if it's supposed to be dead quiet, I just think that's dead quiet. But now, because I was listening for something, like, wait a minute. And then I've listened to other movies where there's dead silence and my speakers aren't doing that. It is like, really, really low. I'm wondering if they dropped in a little white noise just to let you know when you listen. But you'd have to really be at reference level, because you go 5 dB low, you're going to miss it. It's going to take it right out. Right. Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's there, or maybe it's just I'm like hyper focused and it was my speakers.
I mean, it was silent as far as I was concerned. I couldn't hear a thing, great, and I thought it had to. So then you get your logos out of the way, and then it just goes bang, and just out of nowhere, then you get, and in the Atmos, original Atmos, you get you get surrounded by noise. You get the trees, the whistling, the rustling of the trees. You get the creaking as the camera moves in, and all this stuff. And forgive the expression, it's deafening when it comes out of nowhere, and that then becomes a thing in and of itself. And I loved that. It was like, oh man, wow! It was like an Atmos demo. How it's quiet, bang, and then back we go again.
It's funny you say that. this was in, like I said, this was in DTS Master Audio 5.1. And that opening scene in the kitchen and that all that sound, I was thinking was like the Trinov demo that I get on Kaleidoscape. It like this, the way the sounds moved around the room, it was stunning. The way everything, boing, 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 and I was like, they used not like kitchen sounds, and they did what like Trinov did with the instruments around the room, and like really hyper focused at these sounds around the room. Very, very much a demo scene for sure.
Oh yeah, and it gets you right into this world.
Yeah,
of how
of a deaf person.
Well, but it's true, but it's about sound, isn't it?
Right.
Lack thereof, presence thereof, and again, imagine watching this on a 2-channel TV, Deej, or on your phone, or on a But it's Mike Flanagan 10 years ago saying, "Right, peeps, get ready for this at home," and then showing you just what can be done. I mean, I think it's up there with some modern mixes in terms of just how good it is and continues to be. And when the smoke alarm detector thing goes off, it's always painful. Like, oh my God, it's incredible. And it's so well done. And sound is a key component in this movie. It is an absolute character in and of itself. Yeah. And so watching them, how we're lucky enough, and again, Todd as well, because I'd mentioned it, which is why we said, "Oh, bass is really good." It's like, right, can you do that? Is definitely a key character in this film, and the underlying bass. So obviously again, we're talking different versions, but in my version of it, you can feel this underlying bass, this rumble, it's buried in the track, and it's there like a creature, like there's something alive in this track, and it was definitely. And so when Todd talks about infrasonics, I get what he means, because you can detect that there is something under the mix. There is definitely something there. Man, I thought it was great. I love how they've deconstructed the genre, played with what you expect to be, the situation, and then given us a really solid, really enjoyable home theater experience as well for a 10-year-old movie. It's absolutely fantastic. Really cool. And I think Steve Att said, and Jordan has confirmed it. Yeah, it's Arrow UK, Steve. I don't know if it's out in the US. Doesn't look like it is. Excuse me. But yeah, very, very good indeed. This was a really good find, and I will do the shush cut. I will get around to it. But I thought this was great, and a really cool thing. Now, of course, Mike Flanagan went on to do all kinds of other stuff. Didn't he do House on Haunted Hill or whatever it was that John really enjoyed? And didn't he do what was the one with Mark Hamill? The Edgar Allan Poe one. The Raven. What was it called? Oh my God, that one. So that was Mike Flanagan as well, wasn't it? So he moved on to do loads of things, and I understand this was on Netflix for a while as well, and then the license ran out, and then of course it hits physical.
He did Dr. Sleep too.
Oh yes, he did. Yeah, which is great. I'm talking about horror epics. I love that. I need to rewatch that. I've only seen it once. I really enjoyed that.
Oh my God, yeah.
So good. So this was great. What a find. And again, Jordan, cheers for recommending this. I mean, good man. I would have missed this. There would have been no reason for me to circle back round to this. I would have never known this existed had it not been for him going, oh, by the way. So thank you for that. And again, anybody else in the chat, anyone else that ever listens to this, if you are aware of movies that you think we'll like, let us know. Because there's nothing cooler than finding a cutting-edge home theater experience in a movie you didn't know anything about 2 days before. It's really cool.
This is up there with what was the one, the Monsters one?
Monster Calls
from last year.
Remember
the other Predestination,
which I still haven't seen.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know you told me it's good. Yeah,
see that for next week. Oh my God! Oh, you got to see that. It's bonkers, awesome. But now we have to get into when you watch the Shush version.
Yes.
So now we have to get in, and I mean, it's like I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I clocked this right away. As soon as you said it, I was like, wait a minute, what does that mean? So you texted me and said, oh, you got to see this. It's an original, like it was originally a Netflix movie. And it just came out on disc, and and you told me about all the versions, and you're like, and it's got the original. You were saying like it's got and you wrote it out. It's got the original Dolby Atmos track. I was like, I'm not sure, but that means it's the digital, like Dolby Digital Atmos, not true HD, Dolby True HD Atmos. it's the the lossy Atmos track. And we did some digging, and that seems to be the case. Like you even looked up, like I think you screen grabbed something for me or something like that, and you sent it to me, and it was like, and it says it's the 5.1 mix. It's a 5.1 Dolby Digital. It even says Dolby Digital 5.1 mix, which not typical, but Dolby True HD Atmos is a 7.1 mix. Texted quickly back and forth with Todd about it too, and he's like, now he watched the same version I did on Kaleidoscape, which has got the DTS Master Audio 5.1, and he did his whole Bass Hunters on that. We didn't hear the Atmos track. We don't have access to that, but I'd be willing to bet. And I asked you, I'm like, you gotta listen, because you have it. You have the DTS Master Audio there. Yeah. That has to be more dynamic, because it's not lossless. It's lossless, right? So, and the track that I would love to have Todd get a hold of that and put that through Bass Hunters and see what happens, because I'll bet you those infrasonics aren't there. That's the stuff that you would take out.
I could definitely feel, and this is before Todd had even listened to it. I could feel something in the bed, something under the track. I could feel and hear this hum. This. It's not as deep as, say, the opening to The Northman. Where you got that kind of rumble. It wasn't as deep as that, but it was definitely there.
But see, I have this here. I said to you guys, this rivals Lucy. This shook stuff in my room. This vibrated pieces in my room, and which other movies haven't done. Now, I haven't taken this room and bolted everything down like I would in my real dedicated theater, right? Where you don't want to have any, resonance out of anything. So, but it's rare that happens, so I'm not going to do that to this room. But this room was like things were vibrating, and it's a smaller room, and I'm just running a SB 1000 Pro, SVS SB 1000 Pro, which is plenty for this size room, and I am getting all the bass. I don't know if I'm not getting the infrasonics as deep. I'd say I wouldn't be surprised if I'm getting under 20 in this room, but not down to the depths that Todd's getting with the Ascendo. But I'd be willing to bet. Now, we've long said, like, Netflix is really good at streaming Atmos and giving you the feel, but then when you do go to there's just another layer. And I'm looking forward to you hearing that other layer. I think
if I do it again, when I do it again, I'll select that mix. But you know what I'm like, Deej? If something says Atmos on it, I'm like, oh yeah, go on.
Right. But that's why I thought this was interesting. I don't
normally do it. Yeah.
That's why I thought this was interesting, because people get hung up on headlines, and that's not always the case. It's like, just because it says Atmos, it doesn't mean it's better, because it could say Atmos, but you're going to there are plenty of Atmos tracks out there that can't keep up with a Nolan film, and they're great Atmos tracks. So and it was funny how they specifically put original Atmos mix. And it's like, this wasn't made for disc. It was made for streaming, and the original Atmos. And then when you do look it up, it literally, even on IMDb, it says Dolby Digital. It says Dolby Digital 5.1, and then DTS Master Audio. So that the Master Audio, that's the lossless. And then Dolby Digital Atmos is lossy. So it's compressed for streaming. So yeah, it'd be interesting for you. I want you to hear the difference on that
Yeah,
one. So,
I definitely will. I mean, but I was very, very impressed with the Atmos mix on it. I mean, it's not like I don't feel from what I listened to that it was, not dynamic. And I mean, again, the reason I was texting you is because
how good it was.
Going, is like, oh my god, this is fantastic. All around the room, all the way. It's great. So yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend this. I mean, Paul is saying add it to the list. I mean, yeah, it is well worth picking up, Paul, and it's only 25 quid. It's not crazy money, and you get two completely separate cuts of the movie on two completely separate discs. I mean, I think it's an absolute steal and a really, really good experience. And the fact that we can have a conversation like this about a movie 10 years old, that has been pushed out without any real fanfare. Again, Jordan hadn't mentioned it, wouldn't have even known. Is again very, very cool. And Arrow should be commended for doing that. And it's a great looking, sounding movie. And again, I have had some issues with Arrow in the past, but this is an awesome set. Really cool. So yeah, very, very recommended.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's like, and anybody that gets a hold of it, if you can do an AB between the DTS and the Atmos, and let us know. Before I can get a hold of it. I'd have to track it down.
I'm not sure if it's out in the US, mate. I think.
Well, actually, let me see. I might have. Let me see. Do I have the DT? No, I just have DTS Master Audio and English PCM stereo. I don't have the.
Jay's saying, does the 4K have the shush cut in the US? Yeah, Jay, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it came out like in 2024, I think, on 4K in the US on disc. It's been out a couple of years, and I must admit, I don't know what the specs are for that. I must admit, but if it's still available, then Amazon's your best bet generally.
I'm looking at it right now on Blu-ray.com. 2921 on Amazon. It's English Dolby Atmos. Oh, this is saying English True HD 7.1.
Well, there we go.
But your codec says, I'm wondering if they got that right, though, because they also say Dolby Digital 5.1, DTS Master Audio 5.1, and DTS HD Master Audio 2.0. But this is a Shout Factory.
So there we go.
That's the Shout Factory. I thought you said yours was Arrow, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it is Arrow. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a Shout Factory. Yeah. So is it the Shout? You have the Shout one? And
the Arrow one I've got. Okay. That's, if you look at the picture, you've got the kaleidoscope thing down the bottom. The color chart thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So mine's the Arrow version. Yeah. Dom is saying, Jay, I mean, you've seen that in the chat. So John says, it does have that cut. So there you go. Yeah. So you see along the bottom there. Mine's the Arrow version. But isn't it weird then? So 3 different versions.
Yeah. So let me see what they're saying here. Audio quality. So Blu-ray.com's doing the breakdown of it. Audio quality. They're saying disc 1, 4K Ultra HD original version has Dolby Atmos. And they break it all down. Average bit rate, 41.5. Yeah.
Okay.
But they only say Dolby Atmos. They don't say original version, it says. Okay. Master Audio. Where's the Dolby Atmos shush cut? Yeah, I'm not seeing where they're saying the real Dolby Atmos, though. Original version. Oh, they're saying original version for the movie. Yeah, Dolby Atmos average bit rate. So they go to Blu-ray.com. They break it all down in their audio section when they review it, and it's the. But this is the. So it looks like you can get it here, from it, but it's from Shout.
Okay. Yeah, Dom says he's got that, but not watched it. Dom, you'll love it.
Yeah.
You're
now I'm really interested to hear what the True HD 7.1 sounds like. I can't imagine it's much better than what I heard up mixed. I'll tell you that right now, because that was phenomenal.
Well, man, it's awesome. I don't think you can go wrong with this. I think if you're watching this on a surround rig, you're going to be very glad you did. But Dom, give it a go. Push this to the top of your list if you haven't seen it, Dom. It's a really solid film. that genuinely has an interesting approach to this kind of genre. Yeah, and again, Dom loves his horror movies, and I think you'll get a real kick out of this. It's a heck of a film. So, oh, he's seen it. Oh, he's seen it on Netflix. Oh, okay. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, love it. Ah, good man.
Yeah.
There you go, Dom. Knew you would. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's yeah, very, very cool. Heck of a movie. Alrighty. Right. So moving ever onwards, then, Deej.
Alrighty.
Nice
then.
to get 2 more in if we can.
Okay.
Right, we'll end on a bit of a downer, but the next one, let's do something good.
What?
The last one will be a bit of a downer. You know what that's going to be.
Which one?
We're carrying on our season of.
Oh, yeah. You want to do that now?
Well, I thought. Well, do you want to end on a high note then, and we'll deal with.
We'll do that one now, and then we'll end with something else after that.
Freedom. Yeah, we'll end with freedom, shall we?
Yeah, we could do that. It's oh boy. Yeah. All right. I'll let you bring this one to the stage.
Oh yeah, get ready, people. Awesome time.
Yeah, I am not. Yeah. I'm a grown man, and I'm definitely not calling out for my mummy.
To watch this, Deej. You did well to watch this. Right. Okay. This then, continuing our mummy season. This, ladies and gents, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, pin back your ears, is The Mummy Returns from 2001, I do believe. Yeah, because The Mummy was 99 and this was 2001. So the Brendan Fraser sequel. Famously given a release date before they really started shooting and were told, you ain't pushing it back. So the much maligned CG is in full effect with this. Now, so you saw, what was the tech specs on your Kaleidoscape version, Deej?
It was 4K HDR10, no Dolby Vision, and DTS Master Audio 5.1.
Okay, all right. So, all right.
Well, you have DTSX, correct?
I do have DTSX. Yeah, absolutely. So this was part of the Mummy trilogy. So you got Mummy, this one, Mummy Returns, and then Mummy, Curse of the Dragon Emperor, or Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which I've only seen once, but I am going to watch again for next week because got to keep this going now. The ball is rolling. And I know you love it.
Available.
Tomb of the Dragon. It's got Jet Li as the Mummy in it, Deej.
Oh God.
So just saying, that might at least tweak your interest a little bit. But yeah, anyway, so this one, so much maligned in terms of the CG, and I know you're not a fan of these, Deej.
God,
I really like this movie, apart from the ending, because of that CG, and there's no getting away from that.
I'll say the same thing, apart from the beginning, middle, and ending. So, so I'm with you. Same opinion. Apart, just add in 2 more sections.
Yeah. See, I really like this movie. I've got a soft spot.
The credits were great. It meant it was over.
No, we're going back. Yeah, come back. Evil Dead Rise. All is forgiven. Is that what you're saying? So I really do like this film. I like it because I love the first one. I like it because I've seen this almost as many times as I've seen the first one. And I do think it's a lot of fun. I get the issues with the end. I mean, there's no getting away from that. And again, they were told, Universal were told, we haven't finished it. And they were so what? You've got a release date, get it out there. We don't care. And, what is clearly not a complete movie is what they released. However, I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's dopey. It's silly. It's all the things that I like about the first one, writ large, in the second one. Dopey, stupid. I get it, but fun for me. But obviously I get these. So your problems with this then, for the same reason that you don't like the first one, or new problems?
It's just, it's it's God help me. It's funny. I heard, not to go back to it again, but it's topical. But people are saying, like, one of the things Nolan did with the Odyssey was he took from the book, like the gods intervening are in the book. Okay. Mm-hmm. He took that out. And one of the reasons is because he likes his movies grounded. And I was like, oh, God love him. Thank you very much. Right. Because it's like, even like the myths and stuff, like the Greeks, they believed in the gods. It's like we have our religions now, but like there's no, it was all belief systems. So like the way Nolan told that story made it grounded, and you didn't have the gods coming down. So it seemed like this could be historical, right? If you actually have Zeus come down, you're like, okay, here he is, and that makes it takes you out of it. Similar to what these mummy movies do, right? They bring that back in, which is there are movies that do that. Some of them I like, most not so much. I like my movies grounded. That me and Chris are much the same like that, right? We're on a first name basis now. That's what I don't like about these movies. And then this one here, it's like you add in oh my God, there's one scene in the beginning, the river is flowing by, and it was literally like you could tell, like if the river has like an inlet and then comes back out, the water doesn't flow the exact same way. You could see the water lines flowing in the inlet, like it's going under the land, coming back out the other side. I was just like, this is awful. And never mind the lines, the jagged, like you could see in like the flying boat and oh my God, it's just and how jittery it was too. And then yeah, the acting is like it's the overacting, which I get that's part of the charm. It's not. I'm not charmed. I just sorry.
No,
like,
well, I get it. I mean, I get it. I mean, you know, other opinions are available. I understand. But no, I mean,
I give it 1 out of 5 stars.
half out of 5 stars. Yeah, okay,
right.
I get it.
I did like the little fight sequence where they had the 2 women like back, you know, the memory. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought,
which of course was done famously with the 2 actors. They didn't have stunt doubles. They actually did that, which is quite cool as well. Yeah, it's quite a nice thing. 5 months. Rachel Weisz.
Rachel. Okay, I'm sorry. Rachel Weisz. Yeah. I did think she was a little out of place. Like she didn't know, like her facial expressions didn't match the action. I'm not sure if she's an action star, right? No, so like she's doing these moves and she's like, oh wow. Like she was shocked. like
5 months of rehearsal.
They did have the like what was it? Were they size? Size where she throws them, the other actress throws them and they land on the things like perfectly in a place that you shouldn't be throwing them. I thought that was funny. Yeah. But it was that I thought was pretty cool. Like I thought it was a good choreography, good action sequence. But yeah, for the most part.
Well, as someone that does love the film, now talking more about the home theater side of it. So as someone that does love it, I can't imagine it looking and sounding any better than it does on this. Now, again, for better and for worse. So because all the CG stands out like a mile on this, and it was never great, and it's never looked more ropey than it does on this. But that being said, the other stuff, when you do get the in-camera non-visual effects stuff, the detail on that looks great. Look at the individual grains of sand at the start when the Scorpion King, the Rock is walking through the desert. Look at the individual grains of sand and the little marks on the armor and all that kind of stuff. That's clearer than it's ever been. The blue of the sky, the burnt orange of the sand. Again, the marks on the Scorpion sort of bracelet, which is in that image there, looks great. And all that detail, it looked fantastic and noticeably different than it's ever looked before. And I've seen this film many, 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 many times, and it's never looked as good as that. And then you get the DTSX sound. Now it's awesome for this kind of movie. I mean, it's big, it's wide. You feel like you're in a massive auditorium because the whole front of the front wall is alive with sound. And you get the roaring of the sort of the dog things at the beginning, and and there's a fight scene at the beginning with the Rock in a big battle, and every time that the thuds go in and the hits with the shield hit, you feel that kind of the violence of it, and that's the Goose DTSX, I'm sure, but you feel that with it. I thought it looks and sounds great, for the movie. So you're a fan of it, and I am. I loved how this looked and sounded. I was really pleased with this. Again, assuming you could get beyond the movie, which I can. So yeah, I had a great time with it. I mean, this trilogy, and this is how I bought these. So it was a trilogy of them. I don't know how much it is now on Amazon, be it over there or here. But if it's a decent price, and if you are a fan, I wouldn't hesitate to pick these up. If you're not so keen, as Mr. Briggs isn't, then don't bother. But if you are, honestly, this is the way to get it, and I absolutely recommend it. So yeah, awesome.
I mean, it's a fun home theater experience for sure.
Oh yeah,
I didn't have the DTSX, but I don't think I missed it. This has all the dynamics, the DTS Master Audio, and upmixed, of course. Plenty of action around the room. Pretty much full engagement of the room all the way through. I mean, it is that kind of a movie. So I mean, I've watched worse stuff for home theater experiences. I'll say that, but yeah, this definitely isn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not your thing, which I get.
But it is an awesome home theater experience. I will say that. I'm like, it's. I mean, I couldn't deny that for sure. So
okie dokie.
All right.
Right.
Did we do that? And we're gonna do the other one next week. Oh, for the love of God.
Well, I am. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm gonna do it, only because I've only seen it once, and I haven't seen the 4K disc of it.
Yeah.
So and Jet Li is in it, and I mean, this one's even more crazy. The third one's even more ridiculous. Got Yetis in the third one. So CG Yetis. Don't ask. So, but I do want to see it again because as I said,
I'm looking at it's $14.99 on Kaleidoscape, and
I would save you money, Deej.
It's an hour and 52 minutes that I won't get back. So. Okay,
I'm going to try and see it for next week. All right, so you've got one queued up there. Do you want to do that one then, and we'll save our Freedom one for next week?
Yeah, you want to do that? Oh, good. Then I'll take that one in time for next week too.
Yeah,
and then I got my my Freedom one, which I think this is. Let's get to it here.
Yeah, because I've not even heard of this.
Really? Okay, here we go. All right. So, whoops, I got to remove that. There we go. Thank you. Boom, boom. All right. It's Young Washington came out.
Is this the Denzel Washington sort of prequel?
Yeah. It's Young Washington. It's from, let me see, what is it? It's
late 1800s.
Yeah, that's when it takes place. I'm sorry. No, not late 1800s, 1700s, mid 1700s. This is from
1650, really?
It actually takes place in, this movie actually takes place in 1754. It starts.
So the 18th century.
So it takes place 26 years before the independence. Independence. So this is
rapping in this.
So have you heard of Angel Studios?
No.
Okay, so they did this. They did a few others. Angel Studio. I'm looking at it right now. Young Washington. They did Truth and Treason. Trying to think of some other ones. I Was a Stranger. Did you see that? The Senior. Sight. I'm trying to look at some that maybe you've heard of. The Shift. So they seem to be like an A24 type studio, right? Okay. Kind of up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
So Andy Serkis is in this. Ben Kingsley. Kelsey Grammer has a small role in it. Really good. Directed by John Irwin. So he did American Underdog. I'm trying to think of something else that you'd know. Maybe not. But anyways, so this was, I saw in a standard theater. It wasn't like the X Plus. It wasn't, this isn't getting in there. It's not going to make it in that with everything that's going on right now. And I want to tell you, when I saw this, I was like, the whole story, it wasn't what I expected, and it was awesome. The story was like, it takes place before, it's like what makes him George Washington, right? They lean in at the beginning. They give you like chopping down the cherry tree story a little bit as a joke. They don't say it. They're like, don't tell me you didn't chop down that tree. It's pretty funny.
I cannot tell a lie.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit of that, but it's really how you learn from your mistakes, and it's like what builds a man, and it's really, really interesting. It starts with one sequence, and then it does a flashback and brings you right back up to speed. And when you come back to that moment, you're like, oh my God, I'm back here already. It's like that good. The action in it was awesome. This, like I said, this wasn't in X Plus, and the entire time I'm seeing explosions. I'm seeing the depth of what I'm seeing on screen, the colors I'm seeing in the explosions. I was like, this is going to be an awesome home theater experience, I think, unless they muck up the audio at home, which I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're going to. But the story, like I said, it's a young Washington, and it's not what you would expect. So, like, I don't know this story, so it kind of keeps you engaged the entire time. And by the end of it, it's like, you're just like, okay, you want more. I really did. I wanted more. It was that good. And I'm really looking forward to the home theater experience. I'm hoping we get it sooner rather than later, because I don't know how it's doing in theaters and stuff, especially compared to all these. There's not a lot of talk for it. Because, and rightfully so, I mean, these other movies, it's like, what else are we going to talk about? It's kind of like paling in comparison just because of, what it's surrounded by right now. But I wanted to, when this comes out on physical media, don't sleep on it. And I'm, as soon as it drops, I'm grabbing it. It's for pre-sale now on Kaleidoscape, so we'll be getting it.
I'd never even heard of it. I don't even know if it's getting a release here. I'm not sure if it is.
It doesn't really paint you guys in the best light.
Yeah, it's all right. Most of them don't. It's all good.
Yeah,
Braveheart doesn't. It's still good.
It's true. But he, like, just to give you an idea, it's like, I don't know how historically accurate this is, but this is another one of those cases where you just don't poke the bear. How history could have changed if you just gave him what he wanted. It's like, literally, they open the movie. It's like, you'll see it. It's like they open the movie. He wanted to serve the king. He wanted to serve it, and they wouldn't let him. They were judgmental and like, prejudiced against him because he was born here. And it's like, and then his motivation, it's like he's still trying, and that's what this movie's about, but how it plays out. Yes, so indeed. It's really, really good.
Good old King George, eh? No relation. Just making it clear.
Yeah. So
okay. Yeah, no, fair enough. Like I said, I hadn't heard of it. Jordan's saying there's been controversy with the film regarding AI being used for numerous effects. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, I could see that. I could see how, because they're not
going to be F-35 Lightning in there somewhere. Was there? Or?
Yeah, they're not going to be firing muskets left and right in the way that in these battle scenes. It's so it's but like I said, Andy Serkis was awesome. He was really good in it. The guy William Franklin Miller, I guess, is playing young Washington, and he's awesome. Mary Louise Parker, her, she was really good.
And I see Trevor Slattery's in it as well. The Mandarin's in it too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Ben Kingsley. Yeah. Ben
okay. Oh yeah.
Trevor Slattery.
Yeah. Trevor Slattery. Jesus.
Yeah. No, man.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Like I said, I genuinely did not know about it, but okay. All right. Well, if it drops here, I think this has got streaming written all over it over here. I don't know whether this is going to hit in theaters here. I doubt. It's got streamer written all over it over here. But yeah, man, it sounds like you could do worse. Although I see it's PG-13, which if it's got war in it, I want blood and guts and gore.
There's some pretty good. So all right, so I'll give you some examples. Like they have some battles like in The Patriot, right? So in The Patriot, that was R. I believe.
Yeah.
And you literally, like, you saw people like have a cannonball take their head off. That doesn't happen here. they kind
No.
of they PG-13'd it, but you do see like people die, and you see them get shot, but it's more like they line up and they go bang and then just fall down. In real life, you're like, and what amazes me in both this and in The Patriot is the way people shot back then, because muskets aren't like, it's not a sniper rifle. So they're all shooting like this. They don't look. They look at what they're shooting at, and they look away and pull the trigger, which is, and they all do it in both films, like, because they're all young kids too, especially this. This is more about the forming a militia. It's like, come on, you're coming with me. Me? Okay. Yeah. It's like, get at the front line. All right, I'm first. I'm never put first in line. Uh-oh. You find out what that means.
Yes,
I never get picked first. Uh-oh.
Yes,
yeah.
So, red uniforms.
Yeah. So, yeah, and they actually reference that too by the end. So it's good.
Oh, nice.
I really enjoyed it. So a lot
Okay.
of fun.
All right. I am mildly intrigued, I must admit. And,
And
after The Patriot and again Braveheart, which we'll do next week. Let's trail for next week now. Then Dee's looking at the time.
All right. So I got
next
two.
week,
I got two for next week. We got.
Yeah.
We'll pull this up right
man.
now.
Oh.
Bang.
Yeah. I mean, this was and is awesome, and I can't wait to. I've even got timestamps on this, Deej. This was flawless. I can't wait to talk about this again.
You got timestamps. All right.
Yeah, man, that's it. I was so into this. Oh, it's great. So this is Braveheart for those listening.
Yep.
So Braveheart. I mean, I've had the disc ages. This was my second watch of the 4K disc. So we'll definitely talking this next week.
I'll get this in for next week. I'll have timestamps, especially my favorite timestamp. I'll have that as well.
Yeah, good man. I'll have the Descent, which I've already seen. I saw a few weeks back, but I really want to talk about that. That's the new 4K release of that.
Yeah.
So I've got that to talk about.
I also have. I've already queued this up today. Of course. Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu dropped today on Kaleidoscape, and I took in probably a good almost the first hour of it already.
Okay. Any good?
And it looks and sounds awesome.
Oh, good to know. That is good.
It is really like, this is not Atmos for sure.
Awesome.
It's 4K, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and just for
original Atmos.
Yes, original from the movie, which was original. The opening scene with the walkers and everything. It's great. The variable aspect ratio, awesome.
Oh, there we go. That's what Paul F's just asking that. So it does have shifting aspect ratio.
Changing aspect ratios. So it was, and it is. I was hoping for it because the movie opens at your standard 240, and then all of a sudden when it opens up, I was like, yeah, there it is. Because it's evident. It's like because you're seeing the full scope of what's going on, of the walker, of everything. And everything I've seen so far, like he goes into space, it's like, wow, it's like it's really good. Look, Black Levels are phenomenal. I'm gonna finish it up. I'll do more next week.
I might rent it then for next week and give it a go. It's on Apple for $15.99. Vision Atmos, the whole works.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I might.
Fun.
Especially if it's got the changing ratios.
Yeah. Great detail, great black level. Oh yeah. I don't want to do it now. Let's save that for next week.
Yeah. We will definitely. And then also I've got Mortal Kombat 2 to watch. I've got Mario Galaxy to watch. Falling Down, another Arrow release.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's out. Yeah, I think I saw Ralph's review of that coming soon. Maybe it was.
I've got a slightly different take on that to most people in terms of the
Falling Down.
I ain't on defense side in that movie, and I look forward to talking with you about that because I think morally that film is not what a lot of people think it is. So I'm looking forward to talking about that. That's a whole discussion in and of itself about what that movie's really getting at. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Are we doing a Takeover Tuesday, or are we gonna?
We could do.
You want to do a standalone?
We can do
standalone.
We can do it.
I'm
all
happy.
Day long on that.
I got another Takeover Tuesday scheduled right now with a listener. We haven't scheduled the time, but a listener reached out, so hoping to get that one in. I won't mention your name, buddy, if you're listening, because if it falls through, I don't want like if we don't get it out in time. But yeah,
Lynched.
like let me know when when we want to do that. So we're trying. I'll try to get that for next Tuesday. And
Falling down.
if you
I
want to
should
do
watch
a
that this week.
when are you getting that? When are you getting?
I've got it.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it, but I'd love to have a discussion on it.
Yeah, there it is. There.
I loved that movie, but
yeah, I don't dislike the movie.
I don't even think I
sorry.
would disagree with you. That's what I think is interesting. Cool.
Well, I think.
Yeah.
I think you are supposed to sympathize and empathize with this man, and I absolutely do not. And I think and I never have, but in modern sensibilities, this guy is an absolute nutcase. And again, it goes back to our ever-evolving theme, Deej, of coercive and controlling behavior. This guy should be locked up, and nothing he does has any merit to it at all morally. And I think the film wants you to empathize and sympathize with him. And all you got to do, you go onto X for more than 5 minutes, and it'll show the fast food scene, with the thing. And again, people are going, oh man, the older I get, the more on his side I am. And it's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you should be locked up too. So it's genuinely, I think morally that movie, there is a lot to be talked about there, and I can get on my high horse.
Let's do it. Get on the high horse, not in the horse. That's a whole other movie we've already covered.
Thing. Yes,
okay,
we have. Go there again. We'll get letters. Brandon's typing away as we speak.
It's the Trojan, but it's the horse, not the. Never mind. We won't even get into the brand of Trojans. But yes, so that's when you kind of you get into the horse, I guess, right? Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, well, there you true. Yeah, well, indeed. To be sure.
You can only fit one man in at a time.
Well, unless you're particularly unfortunate. But yes, generally, yes.
Right, we have a question. Let's bring ourselves back down.
Yeah, moving on.
And I think this will help. I think my answer will help. What is it, Brandon? So this is we'll just say Judge has a question. As a newbie, can I ask, how do you decide what to buy on Apple versus Kaleidoscape? Budget, quality, Atmos, even if Dolby Digital. This is what I would, as a newbie, what I would say is start with physical media and do yourselves, educate yourself by watching a movie on physical media, and then set your room up the way you want it, watch it on physical media, and then watch it on a stream on Apple. Okay. That's when you learn the difference. Anybody can tell you what is better. Right? But listen for yourself on what is better, and then get on the internet and listen to what people are saying, and you'll have a better understanding of why people are saying what they're saying. Because if I tell you what's better and what I think is better, you're only going to know my opinion. But if you try it yourself, and that's why, and I say physical media, don't get a Kaleidoscape. If you don't know the differences, don't get a Kaleidoscape yet, right? Especially if you're budget conscious. If you just happen to have the money to do it, by all means. If money isn't an object, which there are people that are like, I that's not a problem for me. By all means, do that. Then you skip the physical media because you don't want to start a collection, because you're going to have to collect it on Kaleidoscape anyways. Do your comparisons, and you'll learn what the differences are. And you'll, when you set your room up, pick a volume that you're comfortable with and stick with that. Watch everything in the same volume. That's what we all do here. Like, you'll hear me say, I listen at reference level, which is 0 on the dial or 85 dB, depending on how your receiver's set up. Steve listens at, what do you typically, 10, minus 10?
Yeah, about that.
Minus 10 dB.
Give or take. Yeah.
And there's settings for that. So just pick, and you'll see as a newbie, you'll see as you go along, you want to keep everything in your room consistent, so you can tell the difference between, you know, that's like Steve said earlier in the show, I had to turn this movie up by 9 dB. If we're always listening at the same volume level, then you'll understand what discs, what streams, what things are. And it is meaningful in different movies. Some movies are mixed to play particularly loud. So if you're constantly changing your dial, you won't get the emotion that, like The Doors, for instance, from back in, what was it, the 80s, that was supposed to be, that was mixed really loud. It was intentional. So a lot of people would back it off. So you missed that part. But yeah, I would say try it yourself. And that's the fun, you know, that's part of the fun. And then you'll understand exactly, you know, what people are saying and why they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, to answer my answer to that. So how do I decide what to buy on Apple versus Kaleidoscape? So I will always buy physical media. I will always buy the disc. I don't have a Kaleidoscape Judge, so I always buy physical media where I can. Where you hear me reviewing Apple rental or purchases is where it's hit digital first, and I can't wait. So where they're movies I've been desperate to see. The Furious is a perfect example, where I've been wanting to see it, missed it in theaters, cannot wait. Then I will rent it or buy it and then just watch it like that, but always with one eye on the physical media. So that's what I prefer to do. But you know, so that's how I decide. Can I wait? If I can, I will. If I can't, then I'll get both very often. So that's how I decide. I would never really go, I'll get the digital and then not bother with the physical one. I can't imagine why I would do that.
Correct.
Unless the digital one was so bad and so atrocious that I just didn't enjoy the movie. But that's never happened yet. Every time I've you know, purchased it, rented it, it's because I know it's going to be good, and then it's just because I've got no patience.
Right, like I did with, and we did this before. So Judge, he clarifies, he has a Strato E, Kaleidoscape Strato E. He says, I'm not a physical media guy, and I could tell the difference already, but I noted that Steve is pretty good with purchasing on Apple TV, like he said about Mandalorian and Grogu. So
but that's because I can't wait.
Because you can't wait. And it's like, and that's when it comes out. And it's like, like back when I've done the same thing. What's nice is now with a Kaleidoscape, when it comes out on streaming, that's when Kaleidoscape gets it as well. But if and I mean, I know you're a new listener, but back when Top Gun Maverick came out, I bought both because I wanted to compare. And it's, I remember I came on here, I'm like, buy it. This is awesome. You're not going to, because we've done that on the show too. It's like, don't wait for the physical. This is so good. Experience it at home. And that was my motivation back then with Maverick, was like, experience this at home. You're going to, because everybody loved the movie, you're going to watch it probably 10 times before it comes out on disc. Then when you get the physical media version, you're going to be like, wow, because you're going to be so used to watching it streaming that when you get the physical and that opening scene, you're just going to be like, now there's the audio I know and love. And I'll say this other thing, Judge, as well. You are a physical media guy. Don't kid yourself. Kaleidoscape is physical media, okay? A disc is just a portable hard drive. That's all it is. So it's like, just because a lot of people try to tell you that it's not, but it is. And you own it. And once you've downloaded it, it's yours, right? So it's like, they can't take it. If you use the cloud and they shut down, you might be screwed. But if you have it on your hard drive, you can just disconnect it. They can never touch it, ever. They can't touch it. And you can run that system without the internet. So Kaleidoscape is physical media. But yes, it's like, that's exactly what Steve was saying. We do go back and forth just because you can't wait. And he's like, and what are our preferences? As he said, that's our preferences. We prefer physical media. There is more dynamics to it. It's just, and it's more consistently dynamic. There are some really good streams, but you know you're getting quality with the physical media, whether it be disc or Kaleidoscape or whatever. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, just one quick. So Paul Hertz just saying, I think you're supposed to be conflicted in for falling down. I think it means falling down.
Yeah.
It says more about the viewer than the character. Solid movie. Oh, it's a heck of a movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, Joel Schumacher, you know, and Michael Douglas, it's a hell of a movie, but I have an issue with who it is you're supposed to be sympathetic towards in that film. But that's a conversation for another day. But I think it's an interesting one. And says a lot about our times actually as well. But yeah, anyway, so there we go. Lots to look forward to.
There we go. Yeah. So everybody, thank you. Great. That another one flew by.
Oh yeah, man. 4 hours.
By.
Like,
oh my God.
2 nights. Wouldn't know.
2 nights in a row. We'll be back tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, who knows? Maybe he'll watch Falling Down and we'll come back tomorrow. I don't know. But I think we'd wear out our welcome in people's homes.
In our own homes, we
we won't have homes.
Yeah, quite.
Like,
yeah.
I'm coming to you live from the parking lot because I'm not
from back in my car where I'm now living.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yes, thank you everybody in the chat. Another live 2 days in a row and a great chat, great numbers, great chat for us. Everybody welcoming, judging. That was awesome to see at the beginning. So if we know there's more people out there. So if you're not participating in the chat, just say hi. It's like everybody's like looking to meet and talk. So and again, TeePublic, there's a whole assortment of new t-shirts on there, which all those designs you can put onto pillows like you see back there. You can't get a shield, you have to have that one custom made by my kids. So yeah, and thanks to all the patrons. Really, we haven't said that in a while. So thank you very much to all the patrons who have been great. They ask for nothing. They support the show. We really appreciate it because we need it to keep the show going. It is getting more expensive. All of these things just went up, including my editing software. But yeah, so thank you very much to everybody. Thanks to all the chat. And we will be back. What was that? What's that?
So where is the t-shirt shop website again? So TeePublic, Paul F.
TeePublic, and it's in
Brightside Home Theater, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in pretty much all the show notes of the audio. You can go there. I should actually drop all that into the YouTube stuff. I never do. But if you go to the website, brightsidehometheater.com, and it's all there. Just click on merch, and it takes you right to TeePublic. But I'll drop that in. You know what? Paul, thank you. That's a dumb idea. It's something I haven't done. I don't know why it's not in our YouTube show notes, but it's in all the other show notes automatically.
Yeah. But if you do just literally go to TeePublic, type in Brightside Home Theater, you will get it there as well.
That
so
too.
It is there. Yeah.
Yep. So all sorts. So Steve, expectation will evolve into daily shows.
Look, don't get me wrong. I love this stuff, but I've got to watch it at some time.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, that'll do it for this week. Until next time, you know what you got to do.
Go push play.
What he said.
That's right.
Hey, Fred.
This has been a Hey Fred production with theme music by Jeff Bernhardt and Throne Vault Productions.